Hello everyone. So today I'm going to explain about VPC to VPC peering architecture, which I recently explored, and I thought of sharing it with everyone. Like it is an interesting topic. Also, this is not a tutorial kind of a thing, but just an interesting video explaining about an interesting topic in cloud. So, what is VPC to VPC peering? So first, I'll explain about VPC. So VPC is a virtual private cloud. So what does it mean? A virtual private cloud means like in the AWS architecture, in the AWS setup, you have your own private cloud which isolates your resources and keeps them secure, which adds a layer of security to your resources as well. So in a VPC, we have subnets. Now subnets can be of two types: a public subnet and a private subnet. So what's the difference between them? A public subnet is a subnet which can be directly accessible to the internet via the internet gateway, and private subnet is a subnet which isn't directly available to access via the internet, and it is private, and it can be accessed via the NAT gateway by assigning specific IPs in the NAT gateway. And so in a company scenario, the website or the front end and all these things are in the public subnet because they are directly accessible to the public internet, while the database or anything which is secured or has to kept isolated is kept in the private subnet. Only some IP addresses or specific access can be given to the ones who can access the private subnet. Then we have a routing table. In a routing table, we specify the specific routes, or we assign a VPC to it, and accordingly, only those routes can access this VPC. Then today in this demo, I'll create two VPCs, a test VPC and a prod VPC, and I'll connect them both via VPC peering. So via VPC peering, what happens is we can access this resource in a VPC from another VPC, and via this we can have a secure communication between the resources, and it is cost efficient, and this is the best scenario or the best architecture for companies which has many like resources, and they have to keep them isolated and secure. So this is VPC to VPC peering. Now I'll show how to do it. So first we will create a VPC. I'll create a VPC name test VPC. I'll give it a CIDR block of 10.0.0.0/16. So how to select a CIDR block, or how to understand that how many IP addresses are assigned in the CIDR block. So there's a website named CIDR.xyz. In this, whenever you put your CIDR block, you get the number of IP addresses which you will get via this CIDR block. So from 10.0.0.0/16, I'll get 65,536 IP addresses. And if I change it to 24, I'll get 256 IP addresses. So by this, you all can understand how many IP addresses you all are getting via a particular CIDR block. So I've assigned 10.0.0.0/16. I'll keep the tenancy as default, and I'll create this VPC. Now in this VPC, we'll create a subnet, a public subnet. Create subnet. Select our VPC, that is a test VPC. The CIDR block is of our VPC. Then here we'll name it as public test VPC. Make subnet. Then I'll select availability zone. So I am doing all this stuff in Mumbai region, and in Mumbai region we have three availability zones, and we can select any one for it. So I'll select 1A, and in this VPC we gave it a CIDR block of 10.0.0.0/16, and now in that I'll assign a CIDR block for my subnet. So whatever CIDR block I give for my subnet, only those many IP addresses will be available in my subnet. So I'm assigning 256 IP addresses for this subnet out of the 65,536 IP addresses available in the VPC. And I'll create this subnet. So our VPC is connected. So our VPC is created. Our subnet, public subnet is created. Now I'll create an internet gateway, a route table, and an instance, a EC2 instance. So go to internet gateway. I'll create again. I had one created before. So create an internet gateway. I'll name it as test internet gateway and create. So our internet gateway is created, but it is in a detached state. So I'll attach it to my VPC, which is my test VPC. Now we'll create a route table. So create a route table. I'll name it as test route table and select VPC as test VPC. Create route table. Now I'll associate it to my public subnet. So public subnet. I have internet gateway which attached to route table selected. Association. So we'll attach a subnet to our route table. So we have a subnet association which we have connected. Then we'll add routes. Via routes, we'll connect it to our internet gateway. Internet gateway connected. The test internet gateway which we created, and we'll save our changes. So done with this. Now we'll create a EC2 instance. We'll launch a new instance and we'll create this instance in our test VPC. So I'll name it as test instance. I'll select Ubuntu as the operating system. In the free tier eligibility, I've selected T2 micro. Key pair. I'll create a new key pair. Create a key pair. I'll be using it. And now in the network settings, we have to do some changes. So the VPC we are going to use is test VPC, and the subnet is by default selected. In our security groups, we'll make some changes, but afterwards, currently we'll launch this instance and we'll see if it is getting connected. It's in the pending state. Let it get created. Till then, let's create another VPC. So we have a test VPC. Now we'll create a cloud VPC. I'll give it a CIDR of 192.168.0.0/16. Again, it will assign me 65,536 IP addresses in the CIDR block, and I will create this VPC. I'll create a subnet for it. Cloud VPC. Or subnet. And CIDR for it. Now I'll assign a CIDR for this subnet. Inside this 192.168.0.0/16, we'll assign 168.0.0/24. So assigning 256 IP addresses to this subnet, and I'll create the subnet. Okay, sorry, 168. Yeah, created. Now we'll create internet gateway for our second VPC. Select prod internet gateway. Create. It is in the detached state. We'll attach it to a VPC named prod VPC. Let's go to route table. Create a route table named prod route table. Select VPC GX route table. Once it is created, we'll attach a subnet to it. Broad subnet, save association. Now we'll add our internet gateway to our route table. Save changes. Done. Yeah, so now our instance is ready to connect. Let's check if it's getting connected. I'll terminate this instance and I'll create a new one. Yeah, I missed this. So we'll enable auto assigning our public IP addresses. And yeah, we'll create this instance. We'll create one more instance. There is no manager, this is pending. Okay. Well, then we'll launch another for a prod VPC prod instance and select Ubuntu. Here, so 1.3. Here we'll edit, select prod VPC, auto assigning of IP addresses, enable, and launch. Yeah, both the instances are getting initialized. Till then I'll go to the test instance and then go to its security, and I'll add two new rules to the security group. Edit inbound rules, add rule, and I'll allow HTTP for all. Also, I'll add ICMP for all and save rule. Now we'll go to prod instance, do the same. Do the security, select the security group, edit inbound rules, add rule, HTTP for all, add rule, ICMPv4 for all. Let's go to our test instance and see if it's getting connected. Next. Yeah, it got connected. Now we'll connect to a prod instance. Connect. Got connected. Now what we'll do is we'll try to ping this instance or the test instance to the prod instance. So yeah, 10.0.0.167. So from a prod instance, ping 10.0.0.167. It is not able to ping. That is, it is not able to fetch the date. Or so for this, we have to have a peering connection between the two VPCs. Only then it will be able to do it. So go to a VPC dashboard, go to peering connection, create a peering connection, test to prod, and select a VPC. First, I'll select the test VPC. The VPC is prod VPC. Selected. Create VPC peering and the actions. Accept request. So a connection between the two VPC is formed. Now in the routing tables in the test VPC, in the test route table, we have to add the CIDR of prod prod VPC. So it is 10.0.0.0/16. Which is this? First, let me check. Okay, test. In test, we have to add the route of prod 194.168.0.0/16. Yes, building connection. Place to prod. Save. Now in the prod, we have to add the route of list 10.0.0.0/16. It is a peering connection, and yeah, save changes. Now let's try. So yeah, now it is able to ping when we connected since then. You all can see here. Now I'll ping here and also ping. What's the IP address? 192.168.0.109.0.